How's it going, everyone? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh K, the Lonely Hermit, and today, ladies and gentlemen, it's episode 23 of the Pokemon Platinum Randomizer Nuzlocke. And today, we're heading into the Nether. We're going to the Distortion world today to go get our legendary encounter. And this is the final episode of the week that it is going to be in this format. I apologize again for the mic issues. I didn't really have the time to re-record. I didn't really want to re-record those episodes anyway because a lot of good stuff happened, especially in this one. This is a very action-packed episode. So we definitely gotta, I had to just keep the footage and just do it this way. But let me know down below, what did you think of the episodes this week and how we did it in this format. But before we get into all that, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. If you are to subscribe, be sure to leave a like on the video. Also, go check out my Twitter and Instagram, both at Hermit_, and also stream over on Twitch at @LonelyHermit__ is all in the description. Be sure to check them out and drop follows while you are there. And let's get right into this. Okay, so right off the bat, we have the Mars-Jupiter double battle here, and like I said last episode, I kind of teased it. Bit of a doozy. It's a bit of a doozy, this one. They had some nasty and some nasty combos for their Pokemon. So there's a quick fast forward here. Not a whole lot. They sent out a Garchomp and a Sharpedo right away, which is a little worrisome. I was a little more worried about Ice Fang from the Sharpedo, but we kill the Sharpedo or his Machamp, and he sends out Rotom. Now this combo was dirty. This is a dirty combo between Rotom and Garchomp. So Rotom Shockwaves, Togekiss, and this is honestly probably one of my worst misplays I think I've ever made. It was just an awful decision on my part. So obviously I realized I need to heal, but to explain my thought process and why I didn't use a Hyper Potion like an idiot, I instead opted for a Citrus Berry, as you'll see in a second. I was so focused on the Shockwave from Rotom that I didn't think like, okay, what if I get doubled into? Because I was just like, okay, this puts me in range to take a Shockwave. But I didn't think about what would happen if I got doubled into, and the Dragon Claw put me in range for the Shockwave. And unfortunately, the episode after, so early into it too, the episode after we get Togekiss finally, Coral dies, and it sucked. It hurt. But then I really realized, like, it started really hitting me. Like, this combo of Rotom and Garchomp was gruesome. However, I just sent out Tease. Tease was able to, I think, eat a Shockwave and managed to get rid of the Garchomp. Sends out a Rapidash, which is also equally easy to get rid of. The Rapidash died to Hail, and eventually the Rotom finally went down to Hail as well. And then this combo was dirty as well. I didn't expect a Noctowl with a Tauros to be this nasty of a duo. Noctowl was really annoying, like really annoying. I forget what move the Tauros was using. He was kind of setting up, but man, finally the Noctowl goes down, and after a while we finally managed to take down the freaking Tauros. Such an annoying duo. Like they sent out the Garchomp Rotom, which was a nasty duo, then Noctowl Tauros, which was a nasty duo. But fortunately we were able to get through the Noctowl Tauros without any deaths, but we did lose Coral in that battle, and it sucked. I was really hurt because we had barely even gotten to use it, and unfortunately we didn't get to realize the full potential. But here's the big cutscene, of the game, where they spawn in Dialga and Palkia. I think it's funny. It's funny because we have the Lustrous and the Adamant Orb at this point. I just thought that was really funny. I think we were just missing the Grisius Orb. That was literally it. That's all we were missing. But there it is. Dialga, Palkia. I waited for so long for this moment. Dialga and Palkia. I already forgot Cyrus's voice. I waited so long for the moment. Dialga and Palkia. Shaping this world is a double spiral of time and space. Yes, the very things that you have the ability to control. You enter my being, I will have your abilities as mine. With the power you will create an entire new world. I admit the incomplete and ugly world we have now can disappear. I'm resetting everything to zero. Nothing can remain. This often make an ultimate world of complete perfection. Nothing so big and every spirit can remain. This is when Josh starts getting impatient. But this cutscene is really interesting. I love the music. You can see on the bottom screen below me, you can see the lake spirits. I like their little silhouettes. It's funny. And then the way it transitions from the bottom screen, at least the way I have it on my layout, the way it transitions, like it looks like they're flying from the bottom screen, or at least Mesprit did, not Azelf. I don't know about Uxie, I wasn't paying attention. But this is also weird how they keep that on the top screen, like the three of them floating around the mountain, but then they keep the dialogue on the bottom screen. It's kind of like the first episode when I messed up and flipped the screens. But there's some dialogue there that I can't read because I am blind and I can't read text that small. So it's just literally like, you know Cyrus's spiel. He's just like, I'm a creating the world. This world's trash. Everyone here is garbage. Which, I mean, it's not completely wrong, but now on Hermit, you come to see. I think they put Giratina on the big screen because I actually really love this part of the game. This part of the game really holds it high up for me. The distortion world. I love Giratina, how they kind of like make it a little like a horror, almost, like, in a way. Not really, but you know what I mean. But the way Giratina, I really wish this was on the big screen. But the way Giratina like comes out and just, it's so freaking cool. Wait! You heard that cry? That is the legendary we're getting. I didn't notice that the first time. I actually didn't notice that the first time. So if you know that cry, you know what legendary we're gonna get later on. Obviously, I'm not gonna spoil it just yet. But if you know that cry, you know what legendary we'll be getting. But that, I didn't notice that the first time. I didn't notice that the first time that it actually played the legendary that we're gonna get cry. I didn't notice that. But what distortion world though, that led to the question of the day, which was, would you want to see the distortion world in more games in the future that are based in Sinnoh? Because I actually really love the distortion world and I loved everything about it. It was just so cool. My only thing is I kind of wish it was like a flip-flop world where everything was like backwards. My obvious comparison was like the Upside Down in Stranger Things. But let me know down below, like, answer that question today, because I'm very curious your guys' opinion on that. But obviously I had to head back to the Pokemon Center from this point on. I headed back, changed the team, and you guys will see the team change in a second. We see a familiar face return. A familiar face does return to the team, and if I will click the Pokemon, who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? I wonder who it's gonna be. I know who it is. You guys don't know who it is. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who is it gonna be? It is Doom. Doom the Pidgeot makes a return to the team, as well as Hooch. I ended up throwing Hooch back on the team. I benched Bertha because we obviously have a water type in Walrein, so I benched Bertha. Also, yeah, we're just gonna skip all that because I took forever to get through the distortion world. I apologize if the audio sounds really weird. I'll probably cut the audio on that part, but the yeah, it took me forever to get through the distortion world. It took me forever, to the point that this episode the actual episode probably would have been like 40 minutes long. It took me forever to get through the distortion world. So we just had to basically cut it there. You guys got a quick fast forward. But here it is. This battle against Cyrus is also a doozy. We started the episode with quite the doozy. Now we have Cyrus again. And it's funny because Cyrus keeps saying, like, I can't lose to you, even though he literally just lost to me like 2 hours ago in game time. It's stupid. But he sends out Slowking to start. We're able to get rid of that relatively easily. I believe he used, yeah. So he used Swagger, and I just healed the confusion, and my thought process was, you know what? We can probably sweep the team now. And then he sends out a Lapras. And like an idiot, I sent out Dawn, not thinking about the ice type part of Lapras. And this is where I said a couple episodes back that water ice types were a huge problem for us. And of course, Dawn, 4 times weak to an ice beam, and a stab ice beam dies. So as soon as Dawn got added to the team, like 3 episodes later, Dawn dies. That episode that Dawn got added to the team, I believe, was when I ran into that Dugong, and I was like, water ice types are gonna be our problem. Now I sent out Hooch here because the Lapras was gonna die on its final perish song, and Cyrus switched. I was like, you dirty dog, you're trying to get my Tease killed, you're trying to get my Walrein killed. And he made a big brain play there, I'll give him that. But we were able to handle the rest of his team relatively well. It's just that Lapras was in the back of my head. I was just thinking, like, how am I gonna deal with this thing? I don't know. I honestly should have brought in someone else to deal with the Mega and keep Tease at full health. I really should have. That would have honestly been the smarter decision, like bringing in Moon or something to deal with his other Mon to keep Tease at full health. But obviously, stupid Lapras uses Perish Song again to 3, and then it falls to 2, and then on this turn is when it falls to 1 after I use Body Slam. Because I believe he just healed, and we had a problem because I obviously couldn't kill Lapras fast enough. I was trying to think, who do I switch it to? Hooch isn't full health. Hooch probably could have taken this hit, and I was like, Moon can't take 1 water type hit. Moon can take 1 water type hit, and technically I think I was right. So I sent in Moon. I'm like, Moon can take 1 hit. I know Moon can take 1 hit. I know he can. I believed. Lapras went for the water type move in Brine, and of course, it gets a crit. It kills Moon. So we lose 2 months, Cyrus, and that hurt a lot. But fortunately, at least the Lapras goes down. It sucked. It really sucked. That hurt a lot because I was like, I genuinely still believe that Typhlosion could have taken 1 hit. Typhlosion could have taken 1 hit. I just don't understand why the Lapras was gonna brine Walrein. I just don't understand. But regardless, we head forward here. This started like the swirling floor on the ground was really throwing me off in this episode. I kid you not. I was just like freaking out. But it's always like, I always found it funny whenever Giratina flew by and like kind of jump scared while you were going through the distortion run. I thought that was funny. But if you listen here, when I click on Giratina, that's the cry that played when Giratina first came out. And if you don't recognize that cry, I didn't recognize it right away. It is Heatran floating from the sky. I wasn't completely happy with this. However, I was like, we do need a fire type because we just lost our fire type and we have no other fire type in the box. So I couldn't be too mad at it. I just wasn't too happy with it being Heatran. With how many you guys did, I mean, I actually haven't really gotten to see it. I cut a lot of that out. We have 4 Soldews. We have 4 Soldews. I kid you not. 4 Soldews. And I was like, we are overdue for a Latios or Latias. 4 freaking Soldews. You guys don't understand how crazy that is. But to not get a Latios or Latias, whatever. Doesn't matter. But we get Heatran. I didn't immediately, I mean, no. I didn't immediately put on the team in this episode. That's the next episode. You guys will see. But in this episode, I did not put Heatran on the team. I named it, I think, what did I name it? Fear, but with 2 E's. I named it Fear with 2 E's because I was afraid of how bad my legendary encounter was. I don't know. But yeah, we straight cut to the PC and have to throw 2 Mons into the box. Moon, you served us well in your time on the team. If I can figure it out. Jesus, I'm struggling on the fast forward. Moon and Dawn, you guys were relatively new members to the team. And you served your purpose while you were there. It's just unfortunate you had to die. But we check out Heatran. Heatran had Flower Gift, which is whatever. Fire Fang, Metal Sound, Crunch, Scary Face. We also did catch a bit cargo because if you know, after you get thrown out the Distortion World, you get dropped off at a lake. And we did catch a mid cargo. I believe I took a quick look at it as well. I don't think I had anything crazy. Yeah, Harden, Recover, Inch Power, and Reject. Not even a stab move. But yeah, I will show you guys the team in the next episode. But that's gonna be for this episode. If you guys enjoyed the video, and if you're new here, be sure you like, subscribe. Also, check out socials in the description. Twitter, Instagram, both at Hermit Lonely _ also show my right Twitch at Lonely Hermit _ and of course be sure to share. So other than friends, family, everybody know. Let people know Lonely Hermit Twitch, and I'll see you guys in the next one.